About home gardening, and our good friend Sally Cunningham joins us live from Williamsville. Good morning, Sally.
Hello, I'm at Mischler's Florist on South Forest in Williamsville, and it's really a wonderful place, a business that's been here for 67 years. And I really want to introduce you to Frank Mischler, who has been managing this since he took over from his parents. And I want to ask you, what's the difference if people go to a real florist for their flowers?
I think the quality of the flowers at a flower shop are the most important thing. Florists take care of flowers with the proper temperatures, proper floral foods, and proper preparation of the flowers.
And what's the big deal about Valentine's Day? Is there any difficulty for you in this particular season?
Valentine's Day, it's a one-day holiday. People want you to deliver flowers on the 14th and only on the 14th. So that's the big challenge for the florists.
And you can't leave them on the doorstep?
No, they don't. Flowers freeze, so you have to be careful where you put them, and they have to go into somebody's hands.
Great. We're looking at some of the red roses that are the most popular flower of all. I learned from Frank Mischler that gentlemen love the red roses, but some of the ladies enjoy the pastel roses even more so. So you might consider alternatives or other flowers that last even as long or longer. And here is Mark Yaden, who is the greenhouse manager, and I want to ask Mark about some of what we're seeing in the cooler. Tell me about the difficulty of keeping these roses and getting them here, and then what should the customer do?
Yeah, the roses come in and they're immediately processed by recut the stems, put in cool temperature. We keep them about 40 degrees. They're then stripped and prepared for the vases, always keeping in mind that they need to be kept cool. At home, that's the same thing. The longer that you keep them cool, the longer they're going to last. Roses, if you see any problem, recutting the stems and changing the water daily is always really a good idea as well. They end up being beautiful for over a week.
That's encouraging. And if people get a little hard bud of a rose that never opens, I gather you call it a bullet, then something has gone wrong. You probably didn't buy from a professional florist. Well, we'll keep looking at the flowers, and I have time for a little question if you want to ask me a garden question.
Yeah, Sally, our first caller this morning is Jack in Angola. Good morning, Jack. What's your question?
I'm having a hearing problem here.
Good morning, Sally. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good, fine. I have a question regarding, I have about 7 cactus bushes. 2 of them are pyramidal. And they thin out for me no matter what I do. You know, I have a professional fertilizing company do that, and I, cover them. I've tried to cover them and keeping the deer away and keeping the wind away, and it just seems like they thin out on me no matter what I try to do. I was just wondering if maybe I should check the soil or if there's some other reason.
It sounds to me like your taxus or you either aren't getting enough sunlight, and they're typically used in foundation situations, but they don't often get enough sun that way. And I would also fertilize starting in April or May. So you sometimes need to fertilize. I'm showing you, by the way, a well-protected flower bouquet. Make sure when you take your flowers home from the florist, the professional will have wrapped it. And if you went to some other store, you better not just take it home in the open. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Support professional people in the industry. Go to a flower shop for flowers.
All right, thank you, Sally. And coming up next,